Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to our YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Recently, a viewer asked me, how often do you cook? And my answer to this question is that I cook every night. In fact, I have not eaten out for dinner in nearly 2 years, ever since the beginning of the pandemic. Another viewer asked me, do you ever get bored in your cooking? Not at all. I constantly make modifications and adjustments to my cooking to make it more interesting, fun, and flavorful. Another question that I often receive is that, what do you eat every night? Could you show us the dishes that you cook for your dinner? In fact, I have been doing that all along because all the dishes that I posted on the YouTube channel are the dishes that I cook for our dinner. And let me tell you what I cooked last night. The first dish is an egg and edamame dish, and the second dish is a teriyaki chicken dish. Both of these dishes are requested by my son. And then I cook a tofu vegetable medley dish with eggplant, cauliflower, zucchini, and red cabbage. Even though I cook 3 dishes, I always design my cook time to be less than 30 minutes. Efficiency is an important part for me in home cooking, and I normally do not want to spend more than 30 minutes to make a meal. In my fast cooking system with flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking is designed to achieve this goal. And when I combine advanced prepping and stir frying, this will allow me to cook most of my dishes under 7 minutes. And with template-based cooking, I am able to cook any dishes that I want without the use of recipes. With flavor chasing, I'm able to continue to improve the flavor of my dish according to my personal preference. However, what tastes great to me might not be the same for another person, and this is the case in my household. For example, my son prefers more salt in the dish that I cook. Another important consideration in my cooking is simplicity. I want to use the simplest approach that will give me the greatest return in flavor. My fast cooking system is to create food that I enjoy in such a way that is practical, efficient, and creative, using whole and fresh ingredients, and it can be sustainable to become part of my daily routine. This video is part of my anytime cooking video, which means that I can cook any of these dishes anytime I want. In this case, I am cooking a chicken teriyaki dish, which takes approximately 7 minutes. I took some chicken out of the freezer and put it in a sink of warm water to thaw it out. I prepped the chicken in advance so that it could be thawed out in about 10 minutes. I used 8 ounces of chicken that has been thinly sliced. I'm going to coat the chicken with 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. To this, I add a seasoning mix that I put together using the seasoning agents from my masala dabur. This seasoning mix contains mushroom seasoning, lemon pepper, garlic powder, cumin, and paprika. And honestly, I'm not sure how significant this seasoning mix actually play a role in the final flavor of the chicken. I feel that it will make the chicken more flavorful, but I could not be totally certain. Quite often, if I'm short of time, I will omit them. This is particularly true if I want to create a strong teriyaki flavor. This will make the sauce saltier and sweeter, as my son often requested. In this case, the teriyaki sauce will overwhelm any other seasoning agents that might be present in the chicken. However, coating the chicken with the seasoning has a slightly different role because it alters the appearance of the chicken. When the chicken is being cooked, the seasoning will become char and give the chicken a grill-like appearance. One question that you might ask is that why not use flour instead of cornstarch to coat the chicken? And based on my experience, the cornstarch has the following advantage. One is that it requires a smaller amount than with flour. Secondly is that it creates a more crispy breading. And third, it requires less fluid. And last, that it is truly great for shallow frying. Personally, I really like the Cuisinart 14-inch stainless steel wok because of its large flat surface area, which measures about 9 inches across, and it resembles a small frying pan. But of course, the main disadvantage is that you need more oil to cover the bottom surface of the wok. But in most of my cooking, this is not a problem. I spot season the wok before I add the chicken. This is important because if you don't, the chicken will stick and burn to the bottom of the wok. Next, I add the chicken to the wok, and the chicken tend to stick together when you first put it in the wok because the cornstarch have a tendency to cause them to get stuck. Since I'm going to shallow fry the chicken, I want to spread the chicken out in a thin layer over the flat surface of the wok. I find this work very well with a pair of long handle tongs. The long handle is really worthwhile because it will keep your hand in a safe distance from the hot splattering oil. You will know your wok is well seasoned when you move the chicken. They slide across the surface of the wok freely without sticking to the wok. This could be a disastrous situation if you did not spot season your wok. This has happened to me in the past as the chicken burned to the surface of the wok, and I have to use the wok spatula to literally scrape them off. And for 8 ounces of chicken, the flat surface area of the Cuisinart 14-inch wok is just right for spreading them out. Frying the chicken in this way takes very little amount of time, usually within 30 to 45 seconds. This is about the time when I start to turn them around and to fry the other side of the chicken. You notice that on the surface of the chicken there is a mixture of browning and charring. I believe the browning is due to the cornstarch, and the charring is mainly due to the seasoning. I continuously use my pair of tongs to rearrange the chicken on the surface of the wok and try to get them fried as evenly as possible. This reminds me very much of grilling. I try to move the pieces around on the surface of the grill. Using this method, the cornstarch will give the chicken a light, crispy breading. The cornstarch has another important function. By coating the chicken with cornstarch during the frying process, it seals the external surface of the chicken and therefore retain the moisture and make the inside of the chicken more tender. When you use more cornstarch, it will give the chicken a thicker breading. And you can make adjustments according to your personal preference of how you would like the breading of the chicken. And for different dishes, this might provide a different culinary experience. I generally prefer a lighter breading, but for teriyaki chicken, I actually like the breading to be a little bit thicker. By now, I feel that the chicken is sufficiently fried, so I switch to a wok spatula and start to stir fry the chicken to finish off this dish. There are many ways to create the teriyaki sauce. The traditional way is to use soy sauce, sugar, and mirin, which is a Japanese rice wine. Based on my personal experience, I find that the most efficient way to create a teriyaki sauce is use a combination of oyster sauce and hoisin sauce. The advantage of this method is that you can make adjustment to the ratio between these two sauces to create different type of flavor in terms of saltiness versus sweetness. If you want the sauce to be more salty, you use a higher ratio of oyster sauce with hoisin sauce. And if you want the sauce to be sweeter, then you use a higher ratio of hoisin sauce to oyster sauce. I vary this ratio depending on who I cook this dish for. For my personal preference, I normally use 2 parts of oyster sauce to 1 part of hoisin sauce. And lastly, I garnish the dish with some scallions. Personally, I don't think the scallion has much impact on the dish, but I add the scallion mainly to provide some color to the dish. Since now I remember I'm cooking this dish for my son and he likes it sweeter, so I add more hoisin sauce. With a few quick mix, the dish is done. The total cook time of this dish is about 7 minutes. This is the last dish that I cook for my 3-dish meal. By the time when I finish cooking the first 2 dishes, the chicken will thawed and ready to go. This dish is so simple and straightforward. If you use my fast cooking system, you can cook this teriyaki chicken dish anytime you want. I post a video every day to help people to learn as well as to adopt my fast cooking system. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.